So, what's up, universe? It's Shaman Geronimo, your guide to all the compounds that help you become your greatest self. Today, we're talking about something a little different, though, and that's sexual alchemy or sexual transmutation. So, for those of you that don't know, your sexual energy is one of the most powerful energies that you possess. And over releasing this energy can have effects on your life, you know? So, just a little history of my journey. Ever since I was like 14 or something, well, I mean, not anymore, but when I was 14, I started jacking off every day. And I didn't know at the time that it was affecting my life. And of course, it's natural, it's normal, I get it. But at the same time, if you aren't attracting the desired partners or partners in general, you know, and deep connections with people, especially sexually, then this is one of those things that can drastically help, like day and night help. It's amazing. So I really didn't start my journey with NoFap until maybe I was 18. Maybe that's when I started realizing it. But I still had, let's just say, I was like supercharged sexual. So I was trying to get laid all the time, but I was also like watching porn. I was trying to resist it, but still, that was like eye candy for my teenage brain. And I struggled with that for several years. And now that I've grown out of that phase, so to speak, I can see my life changing dramatically. It's amazing, really amazing what sexual transmutation does. Everything's connected to everything. So your whole life changes. My whole life changed. First, just to throw this out there, the I am definition of your sacral chakra is I am connected. So I've seen this before. Like your heart is I am love. Your throat, I am expressive. Your sacral chakra is I am connected. And I totally feel that. Since starting my journey, since doing NoFap or semen retention, whatever you want to call it, my connections with people have improved dramatically. And I don't know if it's just because you see yourself, I see myself in a different lens, and I have so much more self-respect. There's any ounce of shame is gone because I don't know if it's for everyone, but there is a certain level of shame and like a dirty feeling that came from watching porn and just overdoing masturbating too much or having sex with random people kind of thing. Doing things like that kind of made me feel shameful. And that seemed to have been in my energy. And so I remember being in like awkward situations before just because I wasn't comfortable with myself and I wasn't being my authentic self in my true energy. So now I have the best relationships ever. The most connection that I've ever had, the most love. People, just looking into people's eyes, they seem to respect me so much more. And I carry myself differently. It's all connected. So while it may not seem like it's visible, everything that you think is invisible is visible. It's in your energy somewhere. And while people might not be able to directly tell, like, he watches porn, I know it. You know, it's not like that. But they can still feel, you know, it's still going to change your reality. It's still going to alter your experience. So this has been known and talked about in spirituality and ancient religions. And it's part of the lost message of Jesus Christ. You know, his 33 years in his life represents the 33 vertebrae of your spine. And if you didn't know this, we're all Christ. We all have the potential to raise Christ back to life within ourselves. And there's a certain formula. I don't fully understand it. Jim Carrey goes more over it on YouTube. You could type in Jim Carrey sexual alchemy and watch that video. But basically, this energy, if you cultivate it properly and you're living a pure life, you know, you're living as your authentic self and not overindulging things like that, this energy will actually rise up your spine and go into your brain and bring a new level of awareness that you didn't even know existed. I'm not saying like I reached enlightenment, but I definitely feel this clarity, this connection, this self-respect, this just good feeling. Like I feel like $1,000,000. I feel like my true self ever since doing this, ever since really finding this and dialing it in. So if you're going through a struggle with this, like, don't resist, of course. Resisting, whatever you resist persists. You're gonna do whatever it is you're gonna do until you've built up enough desire on the other side to, it's more painful to do it than not. So we're all on our own individual journey. But, this should be talked about more. This should be talked about more because I had no idea. I thought that was normal. I thought I was living a normal life, but I just wasn't living as my ideal self. And I could have avoided a lot of awkward situations and negative feelings. I remember being really depressed because of this. So, yeah. Plus by sustaining this, it's almost like it's what makes you a man, I found. Since learning how to control this energy more, my masculine energy has increased so much more. And it's almost, you could feel the attraction so much more. It's almost like it's connected to your third eye or something, I don't know. Because I could feel the magnetic pull, like just people and girls in general, so much more than before. Before I was constantly looking, seeing if people, trying to get girls to like me. And of course that does the opposite. It was a needy energy. And that's something else that abusing this energy and watching porn can do, is make you needy. So everything is connected. The invisible is visible to some degree, and everything you do it matters, I found. There's a saying, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So I suggest living in a pure state, living a pure life, and really connecting to your higher self, your ideal self, and bringing that to the world. Because the universe knows everything you want, everything you desire. But you gotta trust, and you gotta follow the recipe, if you will, for that. And this is part of it. So, hope this was helpful. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.